going on, MSFers? Duelim here, back here with another video, and today we've got Cosmic Crucible, Week 1, Season 14, going against Alt88, rocking a 208 million TCP, and I don't think I'm going to full clear. I'm probably not going to clear 6, but we're going to get into that room first, and we're going to see what ends up happening, so we shall see. Let's get into it. All right, coming into room 6, Spider-Man's Web Trap. Speed bar can't be increased or decreased. Speed up doesn't work. Slow doesn't work. But if you have APOC, it does work. Or if you have Nightcrawler like they do, it does work. So, yeah, we are going to be essentially stealing the speed up on their Nightcrawler, getting speed up on my Superior 6 allies. So let's see how that ends up working. And then what we're going to try to do is try to get a slow on Odin, and then we're going to try to get an APOC ult and punch on Odin to our ult and the charge mechanic basic ISO attack thing to stun him. So let's see what ends up happening here. I'm curious to see how this works. In my head it worked, but Lord knows it probably won't. But the good news is if, like, someone dies, like if Emma dies, I can clean this up with Starjammer, so that'd be pretty great. All right, so we did put slow out there very quickly. I'm obviously not going to special here, so I want a basic because I don't want Odin assisting, even though he's probably going to assist off of Nightcrawler's turn anyway. We are going to ult here and get a big hit out there, which is great. Awesome. Okay, Sasquatch is now dead as well. I do want to put a special over yonder. Okay. This is unavoidable if I'm not mistaken, so that's pretty cool. Let's get a special here. And I think I kill Nightcrawler as well with this. I do indeed. Awesome. All right. What do I do here? What do I do at this point? I can't special unless the special goes on Odin. I think I want Null dead, so I'm going to basic on Null. Okay, Null's dead now. Awesome. You're specialing, which is fine. He cleared the vulnerables, though, which is pretty unfortunate. I forgot about that part. That's unfortunate. I forgot about that part. Well... I forgot he clears the vulnerables when he specials. Okay, so we'll do that. Awesome. We'll do the special here. Worst case, all I have to do here is end up end up using like new warriors here, which is fine. So that's kind of cool. So let's do this. Let's ult. The problem is APOC's gonna die here. Yep, there he goes. Okay, and now my Mephisto's probably dead. Yep, but I can clean this up. I can clean this up with new warriors. That's fine. New warriors Weaver here. That can work out well. I'll do it. That's fine. I'll take it. All right, I've been told that the room rules don't work after a sack. So apparently only the part of the room rules that stops speed bar works after a stack. So apparently speed up works after that. So we're going to do speed up and have 2099 and put slow out there. So if 2099 goes first here, then yeah, the room rules don't work after a sack, which is pretty funny. So let's find out together, shall we? If not, science. Oh my God. No, it actually, nope. Nope, that didn't work. The good news is, though, I still have Deadpool and Firestar all lived. So it's not correct, but now I have charges up, and now I should be fine. Okie dokie, then. Let's flip this stuff. No, I'm not. All right, well, I have the charges, which is great. So hopefully I end up living long enough to get into a death pool ultimate thingy. That would be great. Okay, we're just slowly but surely just standing here. Just eating things over and over again. Let's ult here because we can. Not like it's going to do anything anyway. Cool. We got to save the ultimate here still. Awesome. We're staying alive. Okay. Basic. Okay. Ult with Death Pool. I don't want to ult with Death Pool. I need the energy. It's fine. Next turn, I'll have the delete. It's fine. All right. We just auto-basiced our way to victory. Hell yeah! Basic again. I gained another charge on my turn, I believe. Come on, give me another charge. I think I gained charge on my turn. I do! Goodbye, Chuckle Nuts! Woohoo! It worked! All right, let's get in the next room. All right, now that I cleared the only room that really mattered, let's just shove our brain into the sand and keep on going. So we've got Immortal X-Men going into Liberty, which is pretty great that I get to do this. I don't have the Superior 6, obviously, because I had to use that in 6. So we shall see. This should be just fine. I'm not really worried about this too much at all. We are going to get the ult and the stun on Cap Sam. We're going to get the striker attack on the biggest one, and I think that's going to be Joaquin. Jeez, this is a large and beefy team. Holy smokes, this guy must play war. Disgusting. Absolutely gross. All right, we should be fine from here. Striker attack there, worked great. Let's get the assist over here on Joaquin, do even damage across the board. Let's do the ult for the clump. Awesome. All right, somebody just died. I don't know who. Rewind everybody. You're gone, and ult, and they're all gone. Cool, that was easy. Let's get in the next room. All right, coming into room number 4, Supercharged. Ultimate abilities cost 2 less energy. When you ult, you spread positive and negative effects and stuff. I also have the wrong ISOs on everybody here, so I'm going to change all of these people to Raiders because we were... Remember the fun room that we had during the Ultimate 32 with the strikers deleting everybody, but they took it away because they don't want Starjammers to look bad? Good times. So everybody's going to be a Raider again, even though that's not going to change. Okay, it did change. All right, we're going into a Absolute A-Force, Loki, and Guardian. I'm just going to shred this. Luckily, I didn't have to use Starjammers to clean up room 6, so that worked out in my favor pretty well. So that was awesome, so I got to use Starjammers here. So this will be good. We'll come in here. It'll do pretty well, and then, yeah. All right, so let's get a Yeeto Delito on you. It's not going to delete, but it'll do some damage, so that's fun. Let's get a ult here to do primary and adjacent. Loki's going to be dead. We got disrupted out there as well. Let's just get the AoE fat hit here. Cool. And then we got Lalandra deleting. Yeah. Look at that. Maybe the buffs for Starjammers actually helped out and they actually did more damage. So who knows? Hopefully they're actually good now. All right, coming into room number 2, Turtle Shell. They've got 100% extra damage. They got some barrier and stuff as well. So I'm going to be running good old Doctor Strange, Shadow King, Gore, Null on offense, and Ares. So we got 2 people ulting before Shadow King goes. So we'll give him some good turn meter. Gore's removing the revives, obviously. So that'll be pretty great. And then hopefully Null just carries with his Null abilities and with the battlefield effect. And stuff like that, so hopefully. But they do have a Thanos at G20, so he's going to have 100% damage from the room rules, and then the overpowered 50% damage as well. So that's going to be fun and exciting. Can't wait to push. Can't wait to push. Are you kidding me? Doom's going to live with 1 health. Goodbye, thank you. Shadow King, you're a god. Shadow King is a god. Shadow King is a god. I know we talked so much crap about him being terrible on release. Holy mother of Christ, I love this man. All right, well, now that the theatrics are over, let's get going. There goes the taunt and all that stuff on you. Adios. Cool. The pings are doing great, so that's fun and exciting. Let's do the ult here. I wonder if the darkness affects the damage that Thanos does with his passive. Hopefully it does. Also, that ult almost pushed Thanos, by the way, so that's fun and exciting. They get to ult now, which is fine. I'm going to trauma stun Thanos, so worst case, at least I won't have to go into the ultimate delete button back-to-back. He'll be stunned, so that's cool. That's why we brought good old Doctor Strange, by the way, to revive people. So that was a good move by me now, wasn't it? Hey, welcome back, Ares. Welcome back, buddy. How are you? Welcome back to the party. So I'm super glad I did that. Honestly, it's funny because if I ulted with Ares, I might have actually killed him because I would have gotten the ping from Shadow King as well. But I'm not sure if the ping comes before or after he does his passive ability. So, all right, well, this ended up working pretty well. I'll take it. Cool. This worked. I really was not sure if this was going to work or not, but hey. Also, whoever said it'll tickle in my chat said that Thanos passive will tickle. You're an ass, and I hate you. Let's get in the next room. All right, coming into room number 5, we've got Orcus with Black Knight. I don't have Lady Deathstrike on offense, so yeah, I'm going to throw Black Knight in here because he spawns with immunity as well, so he won't get affected by the Scientist Supreme stuff. It's room 5, Mutant Immune System. They're clearing negative effects and stuff like that, but guess what? I'm going to be putting out Trauma and Heal Block, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, there's going to be some overpowered issues because I didn't take my Orcus to 105. So they have Forge, Rogue, Sunspot, and Gambit at level 105. Not me, though. So they have 50% extra damage. Good for them. I don't care. I'm not taking my Orcus to level 105. Not happening. Never going to happen. So let's see how this goes. They are going to have offense down, defense down, all that good stuff. Slow, too, because of Scientist Supreme. So hopefully I just end up lapping them and I have no issues whatsoever, which should probably happen. All right, so we got the ult there. Cool. Let's do the ability block here on Forge. This hits everybody as well. Good damage. Awesome. Okay, now we do have the taunt, obviously, on Rogue. That's fine. I think this is unavoidable. It is indeed unavoidable. Awesome. All right, Forge is dead. Rogue is stunned. Gambit's pinging away, which is fine by me. Rogue is stunned, though, so the dodge is not doing anything to me, which is pretty cool. Sunspot's going to be dead here as well from the adjacent damage. Striker attack should kill Rogue here, hopefully. Almost. All right, we got the special here. You're dead now. Cool. And then Gambit just had a heart attack. All right, well, that was pretty easy. Let's get in the last room. All right, coming in to room number 3, I think it is. Toxic. I don't know. This one is the one that doesn't really matter very much. We've got Cabal, Kang, and Capsam America by popular request. Somebody told me to use him. Why? Because he's probably going to give some, like, turn meter and stuff. Sure, why not? Who cares? He's new stats. It'll help. But yeah, we should be able to roll this team pretty easily unless the Retaliates absolutely delete me, which would be pretty funny. But I think I'm all level 105, and I don't have any overpowered issues here. Which is kind of nice. So I don't think I have to worry about anybody doing some extra damages to me. So that's fun. That's cool. That's exciting. Let's go over here and hit all 3. We did get a crit as well, which is great. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Vision almost died immediately. We also love to see that. Let's get a special on Morgan Le Fay here, because I do want Morgan Le Fay dying. If not, she's going to potentially cause some problems. Never mind, she's almost dead. Cool. All right, let's get the ult here. I don't really want Quicksilver taking a turn, so let's do that. Quicksilver's probably going to die to this no matter what. Probably should have targeted Invisible Woman instead, but hey, I'm dumb. It's fine. All right, let's do an ult here, or a special there. That'll do a lot of damage. Striker attack as well, some assists, and you're a goner. Awesome, and Kang finishes it off. So did not fully one-shot everything, but hopefully my defense at least held one room and I didn't lose on efficiency. So let's get into it. All right, 49,788, a pretty decent score. Let's see if he one-shot my entire defense, and absolutely he did. And the funny thing is, I would have won by 1 point. That would have been hilarious if I actually won by 1 point. Yeah, I figured he one-shot my defense, though. So we've got Illuminati on offense, taking out my room 1 super fast. Room 2, we got Mephisto, Phoenix Force, barely getting it done, which is pretty interesting. Massive, good old Omega Red there was clutch there. Almost didn't win that. Room number 3, we got Night Stalkers taking out the Retaliate room. Room 4, Immortal X-Men taking out Kahori, Sus, and Annihilators. Room 5, we've got Sus on offense. Yeah, that's right. He did have Sus on offense. APOC, Sus, Cabal into Old Man Logan and Phoenix Force. And then room number 6 did Starjammers against my Night Stalker. So good on him. Got the win. I'm proud of him. Look at that, full one-shot. So that is fine. I will be in the 0-1 bracket, which is just fine and dandy with me. We'll see how it goes next time on Dragon Ball Z. All right, guys, until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, MSFers.